Hello. Hello. It's Shantae with Brown Sugar Talks under Black Unicorns. I think yesterday I just did Brown Sugar Talk. Today gonna be a really short show because um I don't know. Okay, wait a minute, let me not lie. I don't know how long the show gonna be today. Anyway, so this is something that really concerns me, and I think this was like something that actually started like all the stuff like for real the shows too, is how we tend to think that it's our business about like the partner that somebody else chooses. That's not our business. That is not our business. Once I found myself being stalked by some black women because I was dating a Hispanic guy. Um, that was weird to me. That was completely weird. And then for people to actually want to know details and set up problems and all kinds of stuff, like that's some weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, somebody's partner is not your business. And actually being a person that actually loves black people, like growing up in a black neighborhood, I would prefer to buy from black stores. I would prefer to be in a black neighborhood that is successful. I would prefer to, you see what I'm saying? I would prefer to be surrounded by those things. I would prefer to wake up in the morning and say hi out the door to my black neighbors, or mixed neighbors. It doesn't matter to me. Like, seriously, now that I actually have just been like surveying life and seeing what people do, nah, y'all go too far. So y'all will see these memes again, and it'll be just, you'll be thinking it's something innocent where this person just like, oh yeah, people, that means they don't have any pride if they date outside their culture or race or whatever. And that's not true. That is not true. Like, I truly love my culture. And just because I was shunned by that, just because a lot of black men would, or because the black men that were there, they weren't healthy or giving me any type of healthy relationships, I moved on to the next thing. And then I found that those people actually were giving me a healthy relationship. Those people actually were helping my growth. Those people were actually, so it still didn't have anything to do with my race. Like, I still had pride in myself. So where it becomes a problem is if you with somebody and they actually deny that there's problems within our community, like, like it's not racism. I went out with one white guy, he was like, nah, racism, like, no, this shit over. You see what I'm saying? Like, I went out with another white guy. He sent me an email when we broke up, just nigga, 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 just everywhere. Like, whoa. I had to call the police. I'm like, what do I do about this? So some things it's just like, I don't know, like for real, like that don't mean that I don't have any pride within my culture, and it doesn't mean that I'm not teaching as I'm loving. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the other thing too. You want a partner that's open to the teachings, and usually I'm not gonna say that it's always a white person. It's not. Sometimes it is a person of a different culture, like Hispanic or Asian or Indian or whatever. So that doesn't mean it doesn't mean that just because a person is a different culture that they don't have respect or honor for the color that you are, the culture that you are. And it's not to say that they always denying you your culture. I know at one point I was dating so much out of my culture. I actually got tired of teaching people stuff. I was like, I can't teach you no more about no peach cobbler or no sweet potato pie. I'm sorry, I can't. Like, it's not that day. Today is not that day. Just teach me more about you. Like, I don't want to explain this to you today. So sometimes, yeah, you get caught up in it, but depending on your partner, it's funny. It's like it's just a joke. And so that's how it is. It's like just because a person, and you don't know the person that they dating. The person could have been, it's so many different scenarios of how the support is still given to that person. So just because the person is Hispanic, that don't mean that they don't know the black experience. Their best friend could have been black. They could have grew up in a black neighborhood. They could have been adopted by a black family. Same thing with a white person. Like her, I'm serious. Like, I'm pretty sure most men, if they found a white girl out here, they'll be like surprised at everything they would know. Like, just because that's all it is out here, just black and white. So like you might meet a white girl and it's just like, just okay. Example, the stripper Don, the stripper that I used to go to school with. So she was just like a big cultural find for me. Like, I thought like she knew a lot of shit. Like, she even made me want to study more. And so you just like, okay, that if a black man was to be with her, if I had a friend that was her, partner, I would love it. Like I would have loved it because it's just like she giving that pride. Like it's just who she is. It's just what she knew. And so it's like, no, y'all can't keep doing that. Vietnamese women, there's some Vietnamese women, they grow up again. We was when we were in college, we had a gay friend that was Vietnamese, and he only dated black men. And man, that dude, he knew. It was just like, again, a sense of pride. Like, we didn't have to change who we were, and he didn't have to change who he was. He'd come over there and make us some rolls, and we'll like make some little pork or beef for him. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just like some things you just, if it's just a give and it's a take. And culture is knowing culture, but sometimes just being friends, that's enough culture to show right there. Like, it's not a imposing on anything. And so that makes me think that these people that actually make these things up are people who haven't delved outside of the race. Like, and I'm not saying you gotta go and search for nothing. It's almost like what you saying is just stay on your block. Don't go nowhere else. Just stay right there. Don't leave your city. Don't leave your town. Don't leave nothing. Just stay right there on your block. That ain't gonna get you nowhere. I'm serious. It's just all you doing is basically creating a zoo for yourself. You keeping yourself in the zoo, and I don't think those animals need to be locked up either. And I'm not trying to say you're an animal. It's just an example. So that's all I'm saying. It's like, for real, y'all gotta stop sometime. Like, really think about what you're saying, because really that's not your business. It's not my business who 50 Cent partner is. It's not my business who your boy dating, Lil Wayne dating. That's what I was trying to get to. That's not our business at all. That is not our business. It's not your business. If somebody come over here right now and I want to fuck them, that ain't nobody business but mine. And so that's the point that I'm trying to get to too. Like, y'all keep trying to go into somebody else's life and make decisions for them. It ain't your decision to make. And then you judging them. Which really the person that should be being judged is you. Because you are the actual person that's out here making those statements. And you the person with the hurt feelings. I'm pretty sure those people who have multiracial or multicultural partners, they slept good last night. Because it ain't none of our business. And that's where we end up with hurt feelings. Like, y'all got to start setting boundaries in your life for things that actually matter for you. And stop putting all this rhetoric out here that's ignorant. It ain't our business. It ain't our business. And now that I have actually been with people that appreciate me more than my own culture does, like, I'm not always out here either trying to be with no black man. And this nigga ain't finna hurt me over nothing because he don't feel. No, it's over. Because he don't have the education, or because he don't feel like we need to move on, or we need to grow up or something like that. I ain't got time for all that. People don't have time for that. Every day we got to come in and have some long discussion about why he could have been cheating and all this stuff. No, some people we just go and get ice cream. That's all some people be wanting sometimes. Some days I just want to go get ice cream. I don't want to have long discussions about the community and what we got to do to fix it. When every movement you make is fixing it. That's why I used to get mad about church. Church too, they do the same thing. It'll always be like, you got to do this, you got to do that. When your life is just an action of showing people how you do it. I think that's what the importance of, like, maybe a TikTok or Instagram. If you want to change something, start to make little movies and stuff like that. Like, things that show what those things are. Start to represent those things. Show them. Don't say them. Show them. Don't say them. Because if it really come out your mouth, it don't sound right. Or people read it just don't sound right. It's not something that's our business. It's not my business. My neighbors next door, not my business. If she love him and he love her, that ain't my business. The only time I'm creeping in if I hear some shit like, he hit her. Oh, he hit her. I'm calling the police. I'm not like, it's just like some things that's a no. Let's talk about that. Let's stop talking about, well, what color the person should be when we get into a relationship with. Sometimes you ain't gonna never know what culture this person should be if we get in a relationship. That ain't none of our fucking business. And that's the shit that'll fuck the world up too. It's so many other cultures that actually go out and get in relationship, religious too. They'll be in a relationship with Islamic with a Catholic. They don't say, when I say it, it don't mean nothing to me. When somebody else say it, maybe a nation of Islam or a Catholic, maybe it mean a lot to them. Maybe that's a driving force. But at the end of the day, we both human, and if our souls are attracted to each other, they attracted. It ain't nothing they could do about it. And it ain't nothing you gonna do and say about it to change it. It's nothing. It don't matter. I know I be on here just fussing. I really do be fussing. But what I'm saying is, for real, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't fall for it, y'all. Don't fall for it. I'm serious. Like, be open to life. And if you only love one color, that's cool. If that person only turn you on, I mean, for real, for a long time, when I first started dating outside my race, the first white guy I went out with, I never touched him. We just held hands, and I think right now he is gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he gay. So then the second guy, I really liked him, but I didn't know how to accept this white man in my life because he was so bold with it. He was just bold. I was like, God damn. He'll go and open the curtains. Just open the curtain in my apartment. People know I live here. Like, I'm like, people know I live here. I live here. And he opened the curtain so they could see him with his underwear on, y'all. With his underwear. And today I just laughed. But I was so young. I hadn't been in a relationship like that. Like, he was a good person. A good ass guy. Like, a good guy. Truly a good guy. He would let me fuck up his haircut. He's like, can you cut my hair? I was like, no. He said, you could do it. He believed in me. I fucked his hair up. I mean, I think he even had like a ball spot. He had to go get all that shit shaved off. He was like the dopest guy, like, for real. And I think to this day, he probably is like still the sweetest man on earth. Like, that's just how it is. Like, you never know who you're going to connect with. You never know who you're going to connect with. You never know. You never know. And so that's the whole thing. It's like, y'all, I think that's the problem. Like, y'all keep looking at things where it's supposed to be some kind of extraterrestrial relationship, when just having a friendship with somebody, being able to spend time with people, that's enough for you to live in life. And I'm not saying just settle for the minimum. It's not settling. It's just like, you got to be able to know what good people are and what they feel like. And I wish somebody would have told me that when I had this person in my life, because I would have kept him there. You see what I'm saying? But instead I was worried about his color and all that stuff. That's what I did when I was young. The older you get, or if you learn that when you're younger, you'll know to keep these people in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had friends, Kim. Man, I love Kim. Like, just hanging out with her. I had a couple of other friends from Goki that was cool. Then you get in the car with somebody, you think they your friend. This bitch outside the car calling people niggas. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta really watch it. You gotta watch it. But that ain't to say that, okay, what about the girl who set me up and was a bully, but she was black? Y'all still, it's like, it's still coming out the wrong way for me, for real. I'm just like, I don't know. Y'all still got me on the fence. Because I'm sorry, no. That way of thinking not gonna get us nowhere. It's not. Y'all not finna trap me in no situation where I'm stuck with all these crazy people, because that's where I'm at right now. Stuck with crazy people. Stuck with crazy people with crazy problems. Just because y'all don't have no sense. And so, like, yeah. I don't know. That's crazy to me. Ain't no way I'm finna just sit up here and be like, oh no, he gotta be black. This man just tried to buy me a house, a car in the island, and he gotta be black. Boy, if you don't get your, I don't know, Arabian, Venezuelan, Hispanic looking eyes over here, I'm not playing. I ain't joking. Y'all be tripping. Y'all be on some real stuff. Cause, yeah, I really do be like trying to figure it out. Like, that's not our business. That's the end all be all. That's the end of my show too. Shantae Brown Sugar Talk under Black Unicorns. It's just not your business. It's not.